Professional ethics in the field of chartered accountancy. So, what do we mean by ethics? Ethics means moral principles that governs a person's behavior. So, when we say professional ethics, it consists of the personal, organizational, and corporate standards of behavior which is expected out of the professional. Now, when we say professional ethics, every profession has got it. Be it a doctor, a lawyer, a chartered accountant, every profession has got its own code of ethics. So why do we need it? We need it in order to preserve the integrity of any profession. So when we talk about professional ethics, there is another question of the public ethics. So what happens to the morality of the public ethics? So when there is a dispute between the two, which holds good? When a doctor is hiding the truth from his patient in order to ensure that he doesn't go into any distress knowing the reality, the doctor is actually giving importance to the public ethic. In the same way, a lawyer, no matter what the client has done, whether he's done a crime or he has not done it, doesn't matter. As long as it is the lawyer's client, he has to defend him before the court of law. Now, when it comes to the chartered accountant, what is his responsibility? His responsibility is to preserve the interest of the stakeholders and ensure that he brings into light any flaw or any mistake committed by his client. Now, having said that, in the profession of chartered accountancy, who are the users of the report which an auditor prepares? Well, there can be a shareholder, it can be the government, bank, various types of investors, employees of the company. So what happens here is that in this profession, the public interest is very high. It really imposes a public interest responsibility in this profession. So when we talk about the code of ethics, what does the profession ensure? It ensures that in service, all the chartered accountants abide by these ethical behavior, and they also follow the fundamental principles of the professional ethics. What happens as a result of this is that the service users are now able to feel secure because now they become a part of a framework of professional ethics that actually governs the provision of these services. They're also ensured that if the professional deviates from any of the ethical responsibilities, then he falls under the disciplinary mechanism of the framework and is taken action against. So when we talk about code of ethics, let us go a bit more in detail and see what's the necessity for it. Code of ethics has always been in existence, and it just means that there are certain laws and rules of an acceptable behavior of the profession. So in any given profession, the credibility is very important. So these code of ethics ensures that the credibility of the profession is upheld. Moreover, in chartered accountancy profession, independence of the auditor is really important because his judgment should not be influenced by any person, or it should not be a result of any bias. So all these are ensured by the code of ethics. The Chartered Accountancy Institute has a motto: It says Ya Isha Sapteshu Jagrati. So, what does it mean? It denotes eternal vigilance. So, it is just to ensure that we are really awakened and protecting the interest of the users, the service users. Now, having said so much about the code of ethics, it shouldn't be seen as a burden. If we are seeing it as a burden, we are totally mistaken. It, in fact, has to be seen as a very good shield on the profession, which commands good respectability. It also protects the interest of the profession as a whole.